I left the lock off last night, and what we're having is we're watching our transducer number, and the transducer is what is telling the lift station how deep the water is in the tank. And then over here is our set points that tells the pump when to run and when not to run. So if you watch what I'm going to do here, you can see how this is bouncing around about 1.1, 1.2, and I can assure you there's more water in there than that. So I'm gonna shut the power off to the computer, and then I'm gonna restart the computer. And we're watching that flow, and so we're seeing that it's at 0.9 feet. So let's go over here. Oop, gotta do something first. I forget I need a handle. This one, I left this one unlocked. Normally we keep these locked up. So you can see, I can tell too, that there's no influent pipe, and that means that this is way over full. So what we're going to do quick is we're going to open the panel up. I'll set you right there for a moment. There we go. So here are the transducer wires are right here. Oh, there's one right there. That could be our fault right there. That wire wasn't, that ground was not connected. Let's try connecting this ground and then see what happens. Let me move you out here for a minute. Okay, so I connected that ground that was loose, and now we see the lift station is up at almost 4 feet, which we believe, and now we've got both pumps are running, this one and this one, because it's in a high level. Now we're going to watch and wait and see if this settles down. Let's go look in the tank. And now we got to the shutoff point, 2.5 feet. So if this holds steady, then we know we've repaired this, made the repair to what was ineffectually just a bad ground. If not, then we know that we got to put on a different transducer. So let's go look in the back of the truck, because I have a temporary transducer, and that's what this is. This is a transducer that goes in the tank, and it's a pressure transducer, and this is a 0 to 10 psi transducer for this smaller station. This station is what we call a sideline lift station. We have 28 total lift stations in our system, and this is a sideline one, which means it's not on the main, it's not pumping down to the wastewater plant. So I don't believe I did make the repair, because now look at it, it's down here to 1.9 feet. So we're going to go ahead and replace it with the other one as a temp and see if that makes the change we want. All right, just a minute. Okay, so I've wired in the temporary one, took this one out. I'm sorry I couldn't show it to you because I don't have enough room in here. It's just enough room for me. So I put in the temp one. The power's still on, so it's not reading anything because it's not down in the hole. Now we're going to put it down in the hole and see if it reads anything. There we go. And now it's reading, apparently. Let's go look. Yeah, see, now look. Now we see it's at now we get the high level alarm, which we should have because we're in the high level float area. Yep, there's the high level float. You can see that little black knob right down there, the little ball. It's floating, it's high level. So that's the way it should be. We should have a light going off right now too up here. Oh, that's why somebody's discombobulated that so that it won't go. Now this is the internals of this lift station. You can tell this is a smaller station. We don't have three-phase power out here. So what we have is we have a start and run capacitors. All right, so these are the start and these are the run, the small silvers. That's a heater. These are our two motor starters. So when you don't have three-phase and you have three-phase pumps in the hole, what happens is you need to kick start them. So these start capacitors are transformers that take a charge and shove that charge over to here. If this was a three-phase station, we would have a motor starter or thermal overload down here. We would not have these, but in this case, this is how you do it. This is the back side to all of our switches. And so now we're pulling down, but we've got to empty the sewer pipe out too. So we're running, this time meter here is showing that we're running all three pumps. All right, so now I've kind of proven to myself that I need a new transducer. So what I think I'll do now is, while we're pumping down, I'll take this panel off right here so that I can string this cord around and get it up temporary, because I'm not going to keep this one here. This transducer is just a temp one. I'm going to get a brand new one to put in this station. So let's do that. Okay, so let's put the pumps back in auto. We have a steady reading. It's not bouncing around because it shouldn't be bouncing around. It's pretty steady down in there. And I think this comes on around 4 feet, 4.2, maybe 4.5. And then it pumps down to 2.5. I believe if we fart around in here, we can go to enter. SP1 is on 3.5 feet. What happens if we push down or up? Nothing. Okay, so we're good to go. We've got a temp scenario going for us right now. I am going to, we're going to tidy this up, close the panel. We'll put a cone on top of the hatch. I'm going to set the hatch down lightly. I won't latch it down. But see, now I can close this door. And I still need my screwdriver. Now I've got that door closed. And now we can close up. I won't put this dryer, this air dryer on until I get my new one. Once I have the new one, then I'll put the air dryer on. And see, I can put this on now, station, and I'll show you on our way out how this station is working. This is the beginning of the line, so to speak. This is lift number 17, then there's 16 and 15 that pump out to the main line. So good. We got her down to where it belongs. Well, let's shut this hatch carefully. Put my wrench back. Put that away. There we go. We got some slack. Put my kneeling pad away. When you get to be a wastewater operator long enough, you'll know what a kneeling pad is for, because you start out the day, even you water guys know this too, you start out the day and you have clean pants on, clean uniforms on, and the first yard you go to, because I don't care how long it's since it's rained, the first yard you go to, you're gonna have wet knees, and then you have dirty knees the rest of the day. Just love that. So now our controller, our transducer, is down to 3 foot, and it's hovering. Now you can see the little bit of bounce we're getting, and you can hear water pouring in. If you've seen my done enough here, if this was the summertime and I had a lot of kids around here, which there are, I would not leave that lift station like I did. I would have took my temporary wires and I would have routed them through. I would have pulled them. But there are no kids here, so I'm not too awful worried about it. I think I can get the part I want in Brainerd. All right, here we go. We'll go back out and I'll show you the way out where the other lifts are on this one. To this lift station ahead of us, number 16. '16 then takes all the wastewater and pumps it to a manhole back behind us, and you can see the manholes I'm hitting with the truck right now. I'm hitting them for you. Then it goes gravity from 16 down here to right here, which is number 15. Right here. 15 pumps it. And now we're at the highway, and Over our right shoulder over there is lift station 7. And the stations get higher and higher as we go that way. Remember, if it don't come out of you, it don't belong in the sewer. We're going to go in and take a look at the SCADA and see if everything is still good. Like I don't know that transducer at all, so I have no idea how long it's going to last. We have 28 lift stations. We have 4 generators to run around them. Okay, so here's the SCADA computer, and we'll clear this alarm because we started it. Should go to green. There we go. So here's our lift station 17, and it shows that that low level float is running. Here's the depth of water in that tank at 3.4 feet. And if we want to go here, this is the trend line. And now you can see where I was running the pumps here. Now you can see what that transducer was doing. See how it was bouncing all over the place and coming up and down here and here. Now this should settle out and start looking normal. And let's go look at another lift station and see what normal looks like. Let's go find 16. Here's 15. So there's 15. That's the one that flows to our set. And there's a normal run. The pump comes on, pumps it down, it fills back up, pump runs, comes back steady over and over. And you look at the distance between the pump runs, and you can gauge here was a quick run. Something happened here. Maybe a lot of people took a shower, 25 at 10 o'clock, midnight. So that had a double run there. Here's a pile, look at this mess. This is 15. Now, we just pumped a lot of water that way. Let's go look at 16 and see if it looks the same, and you'll be able to see. And there you are. That's me and you pumping water to that station. Every time that other station runs, now I've been messing around here. So that every time that station runs, it goes to this one. This one runs a little longer. You can see the distance here. Right here. And that line is like that. That's the time the pump is on. Okay. Looks good. Let's go back to 17 one more time. It says it's 3.4 feet. Right here. And there we are. This is the SCADA control. And the SCADA, I don't know the acronym. This is a version of a SCADA. You can see all of my lift stations all the way down. All right. Again, thank you. And remember, if it don't come out of you, it don't belong in the sewer. Have a good day.